What's up, you guys? This is Michael Reed, the podcast server. I'm just out here in this 100-degree weather out in the middle of nowhere. I'm about to head up to it's a place called Rancho Tehama. You might be getting some wind. Hold on a second. There we go. I'm about to go to this place called Rancho Tehama. It's in the middle of nowhere. So I just wanted to give you guys a couple little tips. So the first tip that I would give when you're serving in the country, man, there's just so much. So let me think. First of all, if you live somewhere where it's hot, you need to make sure that you bring water. Anything that you might bring if you were going to go camping, like I'm trying to think if I should show you the back of my car. I'll do a whole nother video on that. But in the back of my car, I have sleeping bag. I just have everything. There's a little compartment that closes on the bottom. For a while there, I took the tire out and I had all this stuff, and then I was like, what if I get a flat? So I put it back in there and crammed everything in. I took I got a smaller blanket and but you got to be prepared, especially if you're going 2 hours out into the middle of nowhere. I live up here in the boonies, and sometimes you get these situations where the pot farms and stuff like that, I got to go up there and sit on it for a couple hours and wait for somebody to come out, or to try to serve them. And sometimes there's no signal, so you're just chilling up there. So I have a book, I have my maps, I have my night vision goggles, my scope rather, I have my binoculars, I have water, a knife, extra ammunition. I have everything I would need back there, pretty much. Batteries, a light. Trying to think what else is back there. Anyway, that's for another video. So, but when you're going out and serving, let's say you go out, right now I'm going to go out here, and it's so hot. It's 100 degrees. Look at this. I don't know if you can see that. 100 degrees. It's 100 degrees outside, which to me, I hate that. I would be great in 72, 70, 69 even. So I'm like an egg frying out there. So heat it's an important thing. You go out there and you go to start serving, and you're walking around and you don't realize it because you're in and out, or maybe you're drinking soda, seeds or something making you dehydrated. And then you just don't realize it. Before you know it, you have a mini heat stroke or and so you got to be really cautious when you're going out there. I stopped here at this Love's truck stop to get some seeds and some drinks and water and some snacks. I got a banana and some grapes. I'm gonna be up there for a couple hours, so I want to make sure that I have what I need. But more importantly, treat it like you're going on a camp out, kind of. And then once you get up there, whatever you need. If you don't need it, well, you just take it home with you. But if you need it, then it's there. A couple things to think about when it comes to actually serving. So, dogs are my biggest concern when I'm serving in the country, out in the middle of nowhere. Dogs, and obviously crazy people. People that are why are you here? You knock on the door and they're like, did I invite you? And you're like, crazy town. Alert the media, crazy town. And you're in the middle of nowhere. I mean, these people could kill, and there's been a couple really sad cases recently where people were murdered. And I'm just sitting here okay, I'm going to, in Rancho Tehama, this place that I'm about to go to. And you guys are going to learn as you start serving. There are certain areas where time to turn on the camera and record everything. Because if something ever happened, and I like to do Facebook Live or YouTube Live, because if something happened to me, it would still post. So you guys, if something ever happens to me, you'll see it probably before anybody else. If you're a faithful follower and you watch all my stuff, you catch my live videos. I serve people live all the time. So the other thing when you go out in the country is where to park and stuff. And so when you park in, I always honk and then I apologize, right? When they come out, I'm like, sorry for honking, I didn't want to go in your yard with the dog or whatever. People usually understand. I had one guy flip out on me, but he was drunk, and so he would have flipped out no matter what, getting served. So Serving out in the country too, you got to be careful because people, if you do end up hopping a fence and you're walking up to somebody's house, there's a pretty high chance that they're gonna be upset when they see someone walking on their property. And you know, the people out in the country too, a lot of times they don't understand the laws. They don't think like me and you. They look at it like this is my property. You know, Jameson. You know, I don't know, what was that movie? Jefferson State, I think it was. You know, whatever. People get really extreme and they'll say, you know, this is my property. I could shoot you because you're on my property. That's not how it works. Like, of course, they have rights and stuff like that, and they can for trespassing, you know, if you're going to cause them harm and that kind of stuff. But ultimately, it doesn't matter if you're dead, right? Like if they shoot you and they're in the wrong, and they end up going to prison for the rest of their life, what does that matter if you're dead? So that's the thing that I always tell people, like, you know, you can't really hold an argument if you're dead. So think about that. The decisions that you make as you go out there and serve, they could be your last. So when you go out there serving, do so cautiously. Like for me, a couple times that I have jumped a gate, a guy wanted to pay me $1,000 to go jump a gate and walk 1.5 miles up this driveway. I don't do that anymore. When I first started, I was a little more of a whippersnapper, and now I pay people to do that. You know, pay me $1,000, I'll go do it, and then I'll pay someone $300 or something. You know, that's one way to do it. So, but what I do is I put like a road worker vest on. Get a road worker vest that's like orange with like a stripe. Like, I'm definitely not law enforcement, and I'm definitely not a pot grower that's trying to steal your stuff, trying to steal your stash. I am like some road worker who's lost. That's what I want them to think. And then when I get up there, hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up? You can't be here, you know, with their guns and stuff. You know, hey man, I'm just delivering this thing. Do you know John so and so? No, okay. And if it's at all a risky situation, you just leave. Okay, oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'm out of here. And you leave and you tell the client. I mean, all you can do is all you can do. One service is not worth your life. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. As always, check out processserverdaily.com to listen to all the episodes, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Oh, don't forget, I'm new to the YouTube thing, so you guys gotta like and subscribe to my channel down there. Click the button down there so that I'm able to grow my channel and grow my audience. We want to get this message out there and help servers as much as we can. So, and then we'll do shout out for shout out too. If you got a message you want to share, I'll share it. I'll blast it. I'm doing this stuff every day, so yeah. Check me out on Facebook. We have an awesome group on Facebook called Server Nation. There's over 1,000 process servers on there, so you can go on there and ask your questions, be a part of the community and conversation that's going on. So, all right, you guys, have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you next time.